Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight was early this morning. And I hope you are taking time alone with yourself, or if you spend a lot of quality time alone with yourself, like Starlight, I hope you're getting out with other people, like-minded people, people who are supporting and loving you. And also, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. Sorry, I'm like a little out here. Starlight was doing some adjustments on our phone right here. So anyway, besides you being new to my YouTube channel, I just want to take a few minutes and say thank you for all the new subscribers out there. So if you're not watching this video, you're gonna miss out on Starlight saying thank you. I appreciate all of you. Yes, you and you and you and you. All of you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Not only subscribing, but to watch my videos and to give me a thumbs up or even leave me a message. And if you do all of those, subscribe, watch my videos, leave a message, and leave me a comment with a thumbs up, you can get 5 stars. And hopefully I didn't miss any of you out there because I recently started doing this. So anyway, besides saying thank you to all of you who are out there loving and supporting Starlight, you can also give this video a thumbs up. Plus, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you could share my videos. You could share my videos with your family, your friends, let me see, a ladybug and a grasshopper. You could share my videos with a grasshopper, and don't forget the notification bell, ding, ding, ding. And also you can check out my playlist because you never know what the heck Starlight was talking about before. And you can also follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So throughout the day, I'm learning some things in this area. So Starlight was recently, especially Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, Starlight's out there doing something else, getting some wisdom and knowledge and all that good stuff. So it is so important that I go and do these things because God is doing something out here for Starlight. And for those of you that didn't watch my other video, I'm all excited. I have to practice singing this week sometime. Is that I got the opportunity that I prayed for this years ago in New York, that God would do this, and God has opened up a door for Starlight to entertain and to sing and dance for people in this community. I don't even know how many people are going to be there because it's the first week of last week that I found this place called Refuge out in the Colorado area. So I do have a man that already witnessed Starlight singing out in public. So he said, I am coming because I want to be there to watch you sing again, because he let people know how great of a singer I am. He was really blown away. So I appreciate him. Of course, he doesn't know really a lot about my YouTube channel. So it's really cool. I'm going to be singing one of Michael Jackson's songs, maybe both. If they let me sing both, I will do it. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone. I have never done this. I've always wanted to do karaoke, as to where they have the words on the screen or something, and I just use a microphone and sing away, just go to town. It's a dream of mine. So I am so blessed. So you're not going to be able to join me because it's too far away. This is at the Refuge out in Colorado area where I am. So anyway, besides Starlight, just letting you know that Starlight is doing some stuff in in this area. I am here to serve. I am here to find out what my life purpose is. And I know, I am so grateful for the help that I do get out in the community, whether it's out in the community or people on YouTube. I got so many people on YouTube that helps me out in one way or another. And I thank all those men and women that help Starlight out. So anyway, today is about not being afraid to use your voice. And I tell you, I have always had a lot to say. And, I really never really was a person to speak out in public and express myself to people openly. But because of my mentor has helped me to get out of my shell, watch out. That's all I can say. And my whole life, I never really had a voice. When I was really around 19, I would have to say, 16 years old up to 19 years old, I really didn't have a voice. And because I didn't have an education, I was into a special class in school. So really, Starlight really had a hard time, and I didn't get really any help with my family at home because my mom never graduated. My mom is like really, and I'm not being rude or anything, but my mom, if she was really to get tested at, like to find out where she would be like at, educationally wise, she would be like in third grade level. And I'm not kidding when I say that. So yes, it's so important like for families to have an education so they can be a better help to their family and their kids. So I didn't get that support at home by my mom or dad or even my brothers, so I really had a hard time speaking a full sentence, making sense of anything when I was younger. So then I found myself very quiet. I went in my shell, because nobody understood what I was talking about, and I had a lot to say, but I just had a hard time expressing the things that I was going through and the things that I needed help with. So I went in my little shell, and then there was a man, one of my brother's friends, that I met him, and I don't know, it's just how God does things. And even though he was just a friend in those days, is that God used him to help me to get out of my shell. He got me to believe in myself. He got me to speak. And then you couldn't shut me up at that point, and I was always talking, whether it made sense or not. Starlight was still running her mouth. So this video is to inspire you and encourage you, is to not be afraid to use your voice. And this is a big reason why I have a YouTube channel, is I am a voice for the voiceless. I have said that many times in some of my videos, is that's what I am. I have a heart for people that cannot stand up for themselves. I have family members that have disabilities, like my sister. I was like a mother to her, bringing her up as a child myself. So I was there to protect her when I was with her, and help her out. And then I've worked with handicapped people, and so, and I love elderly people. So Starlight is like a police officer. I'm here to serve and protect. So you better, don't be messing with people when I'm around, because I am not the same person I used to be. And I have to thank God and the universe and the archangels for guiding me and helping me to find my mentor. He has taught me and really to change who I am. His channel is about be the change that you want to. That's my channel, but his YouTube channel is about becoming your greatest version, and that's Infinite Waters, and that's Ralph Smart. So, if you want to become your greatest version, you better sit down and put your seatbelt on. That's all I could say, because, he dives deep. So, anyway, with that is, in life, you're going to go through some shit. And, you got a choice, is how you're going to respond. How are you going to respond when shit happens to you? I witnessed something today and I was blown away. I was at the park ready to meditate, and, I was hearing a horn honk, and in that location I hear people blowing their horns a lot, especially on the road. And sometimes I know why they're honking their horns, because there's geese that are crossing the road, and there's people out there that are very impatient. And you're really not really doing any good by beeping your horn, because those birds don't care that you're beeping the horn. They're going to go when they want to go across the road. So really, a lot of people are going to learn patience, and that's God's way of teaching people patience. They can't get everything they want, and get where they want to go, because they're impatient. God's like, okay, this is a very impatient person. Birds, come on, geese. You got to go across the road right now. Yes, bring your whole pack of birds, and your families and your, the children along. And that mother, and the father is going to be there, whoever's in charge. And they're going to make sure all their babies, get across the road. And guess what? You're going to have to sit there. There's absolutely nothing that you can do. You got to sit there. If you try to harm those birds, you're going to get your ass in trouble by the police and by the people, especially in certain states. They protect those animals, or there might be people around in the public. If they see you abusing those birds by trying to run them over, they're going to be on you. So that this morning when I heard the horn, beep, 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 and what it was a very impatient person, and they were riding a car in front of them. I don't know how long ago this happened, in that area where they were on this road in this area. It's one of those speed traps, It is one of those areas. Even Starlight has a hard time, because the one way, no matter what way you go, is the speed limit is 25, and they do have a sign that will light up if you go 20. It will start flashing once it says 25. It's like, slow down. It doesn't say anything at that point. But if you go up to 30, it will say slow down, and if you go past 30, it will say too fast or something like that. So that area, I was blown away, because there was somebody that was very rude and very impatient, and they were honking their horn, beep, 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 the whole entire way, trying to make this person in front of them go faster. So that I'm kind of getting off track, but I did want to make this, bring this up anyway, because you might be one of those I've never seen anybody like that. If, like, what would you do if you had somebody that was honk, 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 the whole entire time behind you, how you respond, like, I know I used to be that type. Like, if you get on my tail end when I'm driving, I'll go slower. But is that the right response? So should you go slower, or should you just go the normal speed that you normally would go? My thing is, when it comes to that, you're not gonna get me to speed any faster. I'm gonna go the speed that I was going. If that speed limit sign says a certain thing, I'm gonna go that speed limit sign, in that, where I won't get pulled over and get a ticket. So I'm not gonna, break the speed limit sign to please somebody behind me. And at the same time, I used to slow down, make it rougher for them, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just gonna go the speed I was and make them suffer that way. And so anyway, to get back on track about being the voice, and a long time ago I did make a video about use your voice, and that got deleted. And this was after COVID, about standing up for your rights. And we really do need to stand up for our rights. And I was learning a lot about the presidents, and who actually, like, of course Trump won for president. And it's amazing how some people predicted that, before it even happened. Like my mentor, he predicted the president before he was even selected. And, when I was watching a video, I was like, he didn't say who he predicted, but I was really aiming for Trump too, And so, it is amazing how people can see through the bullshit and know, what's going to happen before it happens. But anyway, with using your voice is, and like I was saying, is that my video got deleted because there was people that got offended, and, like we need to use our voice and to stand up. And the reason why I'm making this video is today I am so proud of myself. I did pray this morning before I went and did this, but it was something that happened yesterday. Starlight did something. There was no way of me knowing if I was doing the right thing or the wrong thing. I didn't think it was a wrong thing. And Starlight does have a habit of always thinking of other people and trying to find ways of, picking up stuff and giving to the homeless people, or so I've been doing this whole year, and I've done this my whole life, actually. I've done this as, always like finding things to give to other people. I started off like a kid doing that. I was like Robin Hood, but Starlight was naughty. I used to steal things because I didn't come from a rich family. I really didn't have the money. So Starlight had a very bad stealing addiction when I was younger. And so I would steal from people, and I didn't even enjoy the things that I was stealing. I would find somebody I just wanted to give. Starlight has never changed on that. I still am that. I'm a very given person. So I pick up stuff, and now I can't really do that right now because the homeless people are not where they're normally at. So now I'm like, I really can't go out and pick all this stuff up and load it in my car because there's nowhere to drop it off. So about using your voice is that I went to this one area where I only got food there one time, and the funny thing is the name of the place. And sometimes when I go get food, I look at the reviews to see what the reviews say, and sometimes I will see really bad reviews, where somebody's being rude, but they're volunteering, either they're getting paid or they're volunteering to help out people, but they're rude. They're would we call them a bitch or an asshole? I don't know. They're rude. They're like of a dark force. They're very impolite. They're pushy. They're controlling. These type of people. Do you know the kind of people I'm talking about? Well, that's the kind of people. So there's times that I see this on reviews for places out here, organizations, whether churches or whatever, and they're trying to help people out in the community. But, not every time that everybody in that group, that are volunteering or getting paid to work there are sweet and kind and generous and giving and helpful. No, those other people out there, we got the dark and the light, they're everywhere, So I just went to this one place, and I wasn't even taking anything for myself. I found this place where you can go get food. I only got food there one time. You can do it once a month. And I only went there one time. My car was so overloaded with food and all goodies. And I donated most of that stuff to the homeless people at the park. And so outside of this place that you can go get lots of food, you want lots of food, is that outside they have like odds and ends that people go there. They come there and they drop stuff off in these boxes to donate to other people. So when people go there, they can go in these boxes and, who knows what you're going to get. You can get all kinds of goodies in these boxes. So Starlight recently went there a couple of times and grabbing goodies for other people. I grabbed those coffee things that, they got those little, I don't even know what the name of those coffee machines are, but they got the little coffee things, and you insert the little container of coffee and you insert it in the coffee pot and you close it up, and you have water in there and you can get coffee. So they had a whole bag of these things, and Starlight's like, wow, it's not like I need this thing. I don't even have that machine. I'm living in my car. I was just thinking of the place where I do get food on Tuesdays and where I get a free cup of coffee every day. So Starlight's not selfish. I'm very giving. Believe me, I am very giving. So I just was thinking, hey, you know what? People that are helping me with food, I try to give them back. When I have extra goodies, I give them stuff back. And I do this everywhere I go. I'm always recycling everything I get. I'm like, I'll take that from here. I'll give you guys need this over here. I'm like always, I'm like a squirrel. Yes, I'm a squirrel with two legs. So Starlight knows how to gather stuff everywhere, but I'm not always thinking about myself. That's why God blesses me. So yesterday I was gonna go take my shower, and that place is right next to it, right in the back. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go over there to those boxes. There's no signs that say you can't go over there. I didn't know the rules. I didn't know there were any rules. So I went over there, and I'm like, I was thinking about the people, because they had, a lot of people drinking the coffee. And I drink 1 or 2 cups a week of coffee. I gave up coffee, but I'm just kind of, saying, Starlight, you did so good here. You can have a cup or two this week. So I was thinking of the people that are helping other people with food, and that they also, if you want a cup of free coffee, they will let you have a free cup of coffee. And then I get to know the people in there. So I enjoy that little bit of time that I can get to know the people that are, helping other homeless people out, or people that are in need, so I'm giving back to them. And so I seen more of the coffee things, and I started grabbing the boxes because I told them, I'm like, hey, I'll go back there. I'm going to go get more for you. And so Starlight's very giving, but then a lady that works at this place for food that, works there, that she actually will take your name and your information to help you to get food. She just came out of the business and started yelling at me, and I didn't know, and she's like, you've been here like 3 times. You're not allowed to do this. And it's like, if I was here the first time grabbing stuff, then you should have came over here and let me know that. So anyway, I was embarrassed because when she came out and yelled at me. So throughout the day, I'm like, all that went away really quick, because when I went into the refuge, there was so much going on. I forgot all about her, and I forgot about how she treated me. But you know what? Through the night, I was like I'm letting it go. I was giving God it. I'm like, I'm letting this go. I'm not, this girl, she was in the wrong. She did, I did not do anything wrong, because there was no way I knew anything that was okay or not. So I'm innocent. I am totally innocent, and God will do this to us. God will have these things happen to us to see how are you going to respond. How are you going to respond to people that react the wrong way with you? So I woke up a couple times in the middle of the night, and I just kept on, no, God, I need my sleep. I'm not, my mentor taught me not to give space to those kind of people in my headspace. No, I'm not going to let you affect me like this. So I woke up in the morning and I said, you know what, today I'm going to go to that place, and I'm going to confront her on how she treated me. I am not putting up with that shit. Absolutely not. That's uncalled for. It's a place that says, like Denver food cares or something like that. So they're putting the name, and the word cares and food, is all in that sentence of the name of this place to get lots of food. So I have even told other people about this place that really are desperate and they need some help and they need some food. I'm like, you want some food? They'll give you so much food here. You be like, wow, where am I going to put it all? So anyway, I prayed that morning, and I said, God, please help me to go to this lady with love and peace. And, at first I was going to go there and say, could I talk to the manager? But you know what? My intuition said, no, Starlight, talk directly to her. Talk right to her. And so I did. I went there, walked, with peace. I wasn't like, I'm gonna go and give her a thing or two. No. I already meditated. My morning was going great. I'm starting with the right attitude. I got other stuff I'm going to do. I am manifesting things in my life. I knew I needed to do this in the right manner, in a Christian manner, in a way that we should handle stuff. So I prayed before I went in there. I said, God, please give me the words to speak before I go there. Please keep my heart right with her. And I walked to her, and there's other people. She talks Spanish and English, and so there were some Spanish men that were there. And so when I couldn't talk to her, I said, I am here to talk to you, and it's about how you treated me yesterday. And she knew what I was saying, so she pulled me away. She didn't want the other Spanish men to, like, I don't know how much English they know, but and then there was another lady that was there that was looking through the boxes because she's there to get food on that same day. So I politely told her, I said, I am here because of how you treated me. And I forgot that, she accused me of going there 3 times. That would have been my 3rd time, grabbing stuff. And I don't grab a lot because really a lot of the stuff I don't need or, doesn't. So I told her, I said, I forgot. You were right. I was here 3 times because God put it on my heart and had me to remember. The angels let me remember that, oh, yeah, that's right. I grabbed the coffee the one day and I grabbed this other stuff the other day. And then, okay, yes, it was 3 times. I thought she was falsely accusing me, and I would have corrected that too. But I realized that she was right. I was there 3 times. I said, the way you treated me was the wrong way. I said, I did not know that I was not supposed to take any of that stuff out of the box. See, Starlight would even donate stuff in those boxes. I have stuff in my car I could put in those boxes. And I need to get rid of stuff in my car. I'm just trying to figure out where to stick these things. So I said, the way you treated me was not the right way to do things. I said, you yelled at me. And I didn't know it, but the lady that was looking in the boxes, she was behind the lady, and the lady that I was talking to couldn't see the lady behind her. And the lady behind her was looking at me and getting my attention. So I looked over and she's like, yeah, she's yelled at me too. And I'm thinking, so I'm not the only one she's yelling at, because that's not the right way to handle things. If I am doing something wrong, I don't need you to yell at me. I don't need you to scream at me. All I need is you say, you know what? These boxes here, these are for people when they come here and they get food. She said, these are just for clients. I am a client, even though I wasn't getting food that day. I said, I understand, but you know what? See that sign there? It says Denver Cares Food Pantry. I said, the word cares, I said, if you really want to see a change in the world, it's not by yelling. I said, all you had to do is tell me that food, that those things in those boxes, I'm not allowed to take unless I'm getting food on that day. That's it. And so the lady behind her was listening to everything. She's like, yeah, she was amazed because I am not afraid to use my voice. I am not going to let people treat me like this anymore. That is done. I have a voice. I don't have to be rude. I don't have to go down to their low level and react the same way. And that's why I mentioned the story about the guy beeping the horn. The same reason. How do you respond is so important, because God, the universe, is watching every single thing we do, every which way that we do things. Don't act like it's unseen. So if you're responding the wrong way, if you're impatient, honking the horn at somebody the whole entire road, because you're impatient, God sees that. But if you're the person that the car is beeping at and you want to put your brakes on, or whatever you want to do, or maybe you want to get out of your car and beat the blank out of the person behind, you know what? That is being watched. So don't go down to their low level and like action reaction, like, oh, they acted this way. You know, I could have lost a whole night of sleep last night, but I said, no, I'm not giving that person my energy. I'm not letting them take space in my head. Get out of here. I'm going to correct it tomorrow. I'm going to go there and you know what? Everything got settled in a correct manner. I said, you know what? I love you. I come in peace. That's all. I come in peace and I love you. And she shook her head. Okay. She said she was sorry. You know what? Who knows where that lady, what her past was like? Who knows what her family was like? You know, because she probably came from another country to get here. So always think about that when you're dealing with other people. You don't know what shit they've gone through. And that's all she needed. She's doing a great thing by being there and helping people to get free food. You know, so, but sometimes that's what we need. We need a little bit of, you know, like softening up. So anyway, I really hope you get a lot of help from this video. And because God sees everything, I could have went there and tore a hole in her if I wanted to, but that's not the kind of change that I want to see in the world. Not at all. So I did everything in the right way. We both left in peace. Not where the cops had to come, you know. So anyway, I love you so much, and you can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you can share this video with your family, friends. Do you know anybody that could use this video? You could share it with them. You could also share my videos with a horse. Of course, Mr. Ed, the talking horse. Wilbur. I wish, yeah, so you can share this video with Mr. Ed, the talking horse, and also with a cow. Moo? Yes, you could share my videos with a cow, and don't forget the notification bell, and you can also check out my playlist. Plus, you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. I love you all. I come in peace. Yes, I come in peace. Don't scoop to their low level. Rise above. Do the right thing. I love you so much. This is Starlight, Love, Light, and